right, welcome back to Boxing Basics with Tony the Tiger Lopez. Again, we're at Midtown Boxing and Fitness in Sacramento, California, and we'd like to thank the gym for letting us in here. Today, we're going to be working on a jab, the snappy jab and a power jab. Moving forward, we're going to start putting the footwork and the punching together in one so that we can start putting things together. From here, you want to kind of start really paying attention and really doing your homework at home, because from here, it's going to go real fast and it's going to get really fun. So stay tuned. See you in a minute. Hey, thank you once again for coming to Boxing Basics with Tony the Tiger Lopez. Hey, check this out. Today we're starting a little bit more of the intermediate stuff. And you know what, we're going to start moving the footwork with punching. We got through with the footwork. We got some of the punching, most of the punching down. So now we're going to start putting them in combination to work together. What punches work with what footwork and what won't work with footwork, won't work with the punching. And so today we're going to start with the easy stuff. Jab moving forward, maybe two types of jabs. We're going to concentrate on just a regular jab, which they can do in one spot, and then a power jab when they take that step and use their body for power. So here's where it starts to begin, and it should be getting a little bit more interesting about this time from here on out. So stay tuned, and thank you for taking back in. And if I haven't told you already, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that bell. And then, and get ready for the intermediate classes. Okay, guys, here's what we do. Get on guard. Okay, this time, get on guard, facing this way. Hands up. Don't fall asleep on me. I'll make you work harder. Okay, so hands up. I want you moving forward. Now, on your jab, when you're moving forward on a jab, every time that front foot, not every time, but you only land a jab when that front foot jab lands. You can't throw a jab in the air going, oh, that'll never work. So in the real world of boxing, when you take a step forward, you're in your on guard position, that front foot lands, bam, so is that jab. Every time that front foot lands, that jab should land. They automatically go together. So that's kind of the rhythm that you want to feel when you're doing it at home. Step forward, you push off your back leg with your power leg. So if you're a southpaw, you're going to push off that back leg and still land with your right on that right leg. When that right leg lands, so does that right jab. When it hits the canvas, when your front foot hits the canvas, that right hand, that right jab hits the target, okay? And again, when you're for defensive wise and to see what you're doing, keep your eyes focused on your opponent. Your imaginary opponent right now is right in front of you. Same height, same weight as you are. So that's what we're focusing on right now. So if you look, when you throw a correct jab, your hand is here, not covering your eyes and not covering your face and not over here, but it's here. It's here. So when if you throw the hook, you got it. So the glove will be bigger, so you got it. Don't worry about it. So when this lands, that lands. Now remember, the power depends on that back leg, how hard you push. You're going to push real light, or you're going to push hard. When you throw a jab, make sure your hands are always closed tight. It's a tight fist. You don't want to break any bones in your hand. Break a bone back here, it's called a boxer's break. And then if you hit something again, it's going to break again. It breaks every time after that. So your career is probably shot as a fighter, street fighter, boxer, whatever you want to become, if you have a boxer's break. It's on the top of your back of your hand. So keep your hands tight, even when you're not hitting anything. I don't want to see this or hands kind of open. Tighten them up. Tighten them. Make sure it's hard. Make sure you're ready. You're in fight mode. This is it. Move it. Another thing, because when I do it myself, I can catch myself. Another thing is, when you throw that jab, you don't want to jab with your head high up. You don't want to do that. Your head's wide. It's a target. Want to kind of jab, tilt your head. You don't got to tilt it down. Don't look at the floor. Look at your opponent. But you kind of want to look at your opponent kind of with your head at a slight slant down, so that your shoulder is protecting your face. So when you jab, it looks like this. You're not like this. You're jabbing like this. This acts like your guard for them hooks. They come with a hook. It's protected by your shoulder. So you don't want to jab like this, with your face wide open. You want to jab like this, so that this shoulder actually hits your face every time you punch. So that's the correct way to throw a jab with protection, to protect yourself. So, gentlemen, we want to start moving. Since this is kind of more of an intermediate, it's going to be more of a class where they can just do stuff on their own. They can throw 5 jabs, 4 jabs, 1 jab, move without jabbing, throw a jab over here, throw a jab when you want. But I want to see you throwing jabs. And I want to see you throwing them correctly. So when that front foot lands, if you're moving, you're moving. So if you're moving, you're moving, you're going, that's correct. But if you're moving and you're just going, that ain't correct. Remember, this is for your protection, your boxing knowledge, and your street knowledge and how to win fights. Okay? Hands up. Remember that back leg equals power. So the harder you push, the harder that punch will be. Move forward at your own discretion. If you're throwing jabs, that's fine. If you're not throwing jabs, that's fine. But I want you throwing jab, at least a couple of jabs every time you come forward. Okay, you pick the time you want to throw them. Let's go. Time, let's move. Put to your face, keep, now move back. Now here's the deal. Way wrong. Hand, I don't want to see your hand down here. What's down there? Nothing down there. I want you, because the minute you go back, you're going to get hit. You don't go back. You go back with your hands up. You come back like this. You come back ready, okay? I don't want to see anybody's hands down when you're on your way back. I don't want you to see you looking at the sky, the person next to you. I want to see you looking at your opponent. When you got your opponent, when you come forward, it's jab, jab, jab. You go backwards, you're looking at your opponent. Don't take your eyes off your opponent. The minute you take your eyes off your opponent, you're getting knocked out. Promise you. Same for you in TV land. Don't take your eyes off your opponent. Let's go. Keep moving. I'll tell you when to stop. You guys figure it out. And I want at least 2 jabs every time you come up. There you go. Better. Good footwork. Look at that. Watch your feet. Don't drag your back foot. And you at home, if you're watching this, I'm going to point to whoever I'm talking to so you can see them if they're starting to slip a little bit. I'm going to try to catch them. Some might get away with it. Most of them won't. But if you're doing that at home, if you're dragging your foot, if your feet are getting too close together, whatever, what have you, you might see it here, or I might say it. You might think, oh, I'm doing that too. So be watching. You see what you got going? Want that right hand by your face. There you go, backwards. Stop. Come forward. Jab. Backwards. Stop with it, come forward with a jab. You know why it's not any good? Your hand's way down here. You have to have your hands up. You threw the punch pretty good, okay? But when you're backing up and you want to come forward, here, bam, and throw it like, when you throw your jabs, throw it like you mean it. This is training. This is what I'm training you to do. I'm training you to fight and protect yourself. So, guess what? When you throw that jab, you want to hurt somebody. Throw it hard. Throw it like you mean it. That jab ain't going to do nothing. And put that jab all the way out. Don't half bake that jab. I want out. Straight as an arrow. Tuck in your thumbs. All the way out. That jab is not coming all the way out. I need that jab to come all the way out. There you go. Turn them knuckles. Turn that hand over. Turn that over. Now the reason why I keep saying turn that hand over, because here's what I'm saying. A lot of these guys are doing this. They're doing this. Well, that's right. But they're doing this. They're doing everything. But keep going. But what I'm asking them to do, what I'm asking them to do is when they throw a jab, your knuckles is to the sky every time. It turns while you're punching. What that does is when you hit your opponent, especially with boxing gloves on, it does this. And guess what? Boxing gloves are leather. Guess what? It'll rip your skin. It'll cause cuts. That's what it's for. That's what it's meant to do. So when you're punching, even at home, practice to punch with your knuckles to the ceiling every time. Knuckles to the ceiling. Don't overdo it and don't underdo it. Don't drag that back foot. Watch your feet, don't let them get too close together. And keep your hands up. Got to keep your hands, hey, to your face. There you go. Look that way. There you go. That's your opponent. Your opponent's in front of you. If your shoulder's not facing your opponent, fix your shoulder. Back up, everybody stop. You guys want some water? Good, you ain't done enough work to get water. Okay, so at home, stop, and then get back on guard. We're gonna go with just a regular jab. Slow, regular jab, which means I want it perfect. I'm not asking for just to throw a punch out there. I'm asking for a correct jab. Now, you gentlemen know how to do a correct jab. Am I not right? Okay. Everybody at home, please watch this. Hands up. And throw it straight. It don't have to be fast. I don't want it slow motion, but it ain't got to be dynamite, lightning, but I want it correct. Okay? Throw a jab. Just go first. Don't move. Throw a jab. Better. Good. Didn't see a jab. Tuck that thumb in. There you go. If I don't want to see this, that's how you break your thumb. You hit something, it's going to break your thumb. I promise you. Don't tuck that thumb. Do it again. One more time. See it? Do it again. Do it again. Well, how come your back foot's not up? I want it up. That front foot goes down. Put that flat down. Bring that back foot up. Pop your calf. Make sure that calf's, there you go. Pop a jab. There, all the way out. There you go. Again. Good. Now pick up the speed. Let's go. Do it again. Let me see some speed. I don't want you moving. Just pop a jab. There. Good. Do it again. Again. Try it. Tuck that thumb in. Do it again. 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 Turn it over. Do it again. I want your knuckles to the ceiling. Do it again. Do it again. See. Do it again. Watch his jab. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You see that? Are you watching his jab? Do it again. Do it again. Why am I telling you to watch his jab? Everybody out there, why am I telling you to watch his jab? Because he's probably the only one that's doing it with effectiveness, with power and strength. He's not just dilly-wagging it out there. It's conviction. He's putting it out there. You have to punch like you're hitting somebody. Don't punch like you just want to pretend to hit somebody. Your opponent's in front of you. Okay? Now watch this. Let me just try it again. Do it again. Just a jab. No. I want it all the way out there. You two went totally different. Do it again. Faster. Do it again. Do it again. There you go. Let me see. Scott. Okay, do it again. Again. Tuck that thumb. Do it again. Do it again. Good jab. Let me see what you got. Do it again. Do it again. One more time. Good. All right. Okay, so here's now watch this. This is going to be a little bit more advanced. Well, this is kind of more, this is the intermediate, so here's where we're going to the intermediate. Here's how we mix defense with our jab. You remember the name of the game is to hit and not be hit. So here's the part where we got the hitting down part, the part down. Now we want the part where you don't get hit. So come this way. You in the center right here. Okay. Get on guard. So I want a slow jab. Don't hit me. I'm too old. So don't hit me. So throw a slow jab. And it's always, when you're in a fight, it's always right for right, left for left. And as we get into it more, I'll explain that to you a little bit later. It's kind of a little bit too early for that, but I'm just trying to tell you right now. So get your hands up. Throw a slow jab. Now, when you throw a slow jab, this time I want you to throw a slow jab. Watch. Move this hand just a little bit. I want you to throw a jab like this. Stick your butt out. The best way to do it is just stick your butt out. You stick your butt out and move to your side. So if I'm here and I stick my butt out, I'm going to make you miss. So if you throw a slow jab in my head, I'm gonna make a miss. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. That's all it is. It's called a slip. Okay. In the boxing world, that's a slip. Let's go back over here. Did you get that down? So if I throw a jab at you, I want you to slip. So watch me. Watch my backside. If I'm here and he's throwing a jab at me, I'm going to slip. I'm going to slip. Yeah, all it is from the hip, from the waist. It's just a slip. Stick here, throw your butt out. It's a slip. There you go. Throw your butt out. Get on guard. Get on guard. Put that. There you go. Now do it. There you go. Do it again. No. Don't bend your knees. Stick your butt out. There you go. Watch this. Real easy. Real easy. There you go. Do it again. Bring it back to center. Do it again. Do it again. Look at me. Look at me. There you go. Yeah. That's all it is. Okay. Don't take your eyes off your opponent's eyes. So when you slip and you're in a mirror or something, don't start looking over here or over there. Look at yourself in the mirror. You're in the mirror. You're here. You're slipping. You're slipping. You have to make sure you're missing a punch about this big at least. Okay. So you give it enough room to move. To move. Okay. It's called a slip. See what you got? Slip. Just all you got. Oh yeah, that's good. All I want you to do is slip this far, just enough to miss the punch. I want that punch. It would be nice and perfect if you had someone in front of you punching at you with gloves on. It would be great because that way you can just slide right by that glove should just slide right by your face. If it barely touches your ears, perfect. It's what I want. So, in saying that, if I throw a jab, I want you to slip. There you go. It's just a slow jab. You're going too far. Slip. Just stick your butt out. There it is. Come back. Don't do it slow. It's got to be fast. So when you move, you do this. And watch. Defense works like this. When you slip, you don't stay there. You come back to center. I've been calling it back to center for 48 years. So it is what it is. So when you slip, because you start here, you slip, you come back. You slip, you come back. Because if your opponent throws the right hand and you're over here, it's going to take you a million years, and then you're going to get caught with that right hand. So it's back to center, back to center, back to center. Okay? So when you slip, you come back. And that's where it stops. That move isn't over until you come back. Then that move is over. So if I throw a jab, slip, come back too slow. You're young. I want you back there. Get in, move that big old head. There you go. Back. There you go. Don't look at anyone. No, you look at me. Don't take your eyes off me. You get hit. There you go. That's what that movement. That's what I want. Okay. See right there. Let's go. Ready? Don't anticipate. Okay. Everybody starts to anticipate. You start anticipating punches, you're going to get hit. Don't anticipate. It takes time. With defense, it takes time. But don't anticipate punches. If you're there and he's throwing punches, just move, stop, look at him. Move, stop, look at him. He might be doing this, or he might do this. It's called timing. That's how you get your timing. It'll come. You're not going to get it right away, but it will happen. And next thing you know, nobody's going to hit you, right? Hands up. Ready? Stand up straighter. There you go. Back to center. All the way back to center. Just get straightened up. There you go. He's kind of tall. I have to kind of reach at him. There you go. It's that easy. Watch this. Everybody on guard? This is called a power jab. The first jab we just did was just a jab. It's something just to keep your opponent off guard, because it's like a little fly at a picnic. You just want to pat, 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 pat. Just bug him enough to go, damn, I can't get past this jab. Well, now this is going to be a power jab. So that first jab we were just doing was just a plain jab, just to keep that little fly at the picnic, swatting that fly. That's all you were doing. Now we're going to smash the fly. So that on that power jab, when you step forward, how you do a power jab is when you step forward, you push off this back leg, which is on the ball of your foot. You push. All your weight comes forward. You're using that big leg muscle to push yourself forward, to push forward, to push. So when that jab lands, you have all your weight. For me, 183 pounds. A long way from 130 pounds. I have 183 pounds coming at you, and I'm following that jab. So when that front foot lands, so does that jab. So when my front foot lands, that jab lands. But I'm coming with a hard leg with 183 pounds just coming at you. That's what we're looking for this time. It's called a power jab, okay? Hands up, one at a time. So when I say jab, everybody jab, power jab forward, one step and that's it. Stay in your on guard position. Jab, jab, okay, jab, jab. No, go back, I want to see it again. Stay there. Oh, everybody go back, let's go. Jab. Everybody, let's go. Jab, everybody. Do it again. Are you serious? Okay, watch. Back again, everybody back. You here, you here. This, if you're training by yourself, use a mirror. This is what, it's always good to train with other people. You know, bring other people to your house, say, hey man, let's take some boxing lessons, blah, blah, blah. You'll learn a lot more and a lot faster if you're training with somebody. It just works that way. It's easier than punching a mirror. You'll just get it better. I want you to watch him, and then you show me what the difference is. But watch his jab, watch his footwork, watch everything he's doing. Let's come forward. Do it again, again, again. Now back up. Do that. Let's go. What's he doing? Do it again. Wait, stop. You already started. Now you know what it is, right? Do you know what it is yet? Huh?
I'm looking at you.
Besides that, you're doing this. When you hit somebody, you gotta fight with conviction. If you're fighting, going, oh, I hope I hurt him. I hope I hurt him. I hope I hit him hard. Well, if you're punching like this, you're really not really trying to hit him hard. You have to try to hit him hard. I want you to hit him hard. This is what I want, all the way out, all the way, because you're doing this. That's nothing. You're wasting all your energy. Don't waste your energy. When I was a kid, I grunted. It gave you more of a, if you want to grunt at home, go ahead, I don't care, I can't hear you. You know, that's what I did when I was a kid. You know, it worked for me. You know, so if you want to grunt a little bit, grunt, I don't care. Ain't gonna hurt me none. Let's try it again. One punch at a time. On a jab, let's go move forward. All the way out. Go back. Keep that right hand by your face. You're dropping that right hand. Let's go. So one punch at a time. One punch, go back. That means this way. One at a time. There you go. There you go. Push off that back. There you go. Keep that hand up. See what you got? Do it again. All right. The last two jabs you threw were good. You see how that felt? That's what I want. Don't lean too far with your head. I don't want you leaning forward with your head. Okay, there you go. Go back. I'm gonna stay out of the way of the. Okay, one more time. Okay, back one. Now show me. Now throw me one jab at a time. Jab, stop. Jab, stop. Jab, stop. Where was that jab? I didn't see a jab at all. Go back. I'm gonna work on this with you. It's okay, because everybody makes mistakes and it takes time to get used to it. What was that? Do it again. Back up. Back up. Do it again. Do it again. I want to see that jab. There you go. I want throw with conviction. Like you want to hurt somebody. Throw it. Do it again. There you go. There you go. Don't let your legs get too far apart. Your front leg goes 2 inches, your back leg goes 2 inches. Your front leg goes 2 feet, your back leg goes 2 feet. Keep that original on guard position distance between legs at all times. Whether this one goes 2 feet or 2 inches or 2 feet, they stay the same. Do it again. Nuh-uh, You're cheating that jab. Don't cheat that jab. I want that arm fully extended. To get that, to protect your chin, that jab has to be fully extended. Okay? That's what brings that shoulder up. Better. Thank you. All right. Only thing I want you to do is keep that right hand up. You're dropping your right hand too much. You dropped it. You're punching like this. You're punching like this. Look at that hand. How easy it is to get hit like that. They're gonna. So keep that hand here. There you go. Okay. Okay. You know what? I like that. That looked good. Good. All right. Okay. I like that too. That's better. Remember, slow down. Hit a target. Bam! You don't have to run right through it. I want you to take it. When you're at home, some of these guys are taking the time. Everybody has their different paces. So if you're going too fast, I don't want you to overrun it. Don't go, No, don't do that, especially because you're not going to learn it. Get it. Take one here. You take that one step at a time. Stop. Look. Do I look good? Okay. Yeah, it's all right. Do I look okay? Yeah. My feet okay? Yeah. Do I feel like my face is, my shoulders covering my face when I throw my jab out? Yeah. Okay. You know, check yourself out every time you throw a jab. Stop for a second. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Look at your partner. Make sure they're looking at you, making sure that you're doing it right. Take your time. You don't have to run right through it. Because watch, 2 or 3 weeks from now, they'll be running right through it, but they'll do it correctly. Today, take your time. We have plenty of time to learn, okay? Let's go. Keep moving forward. Because right now, we're just doing a lot of correcting, like keeping that right hand. Look at that right hand. Keep it up by your face. That's going to be your problem. You got to keep that right hand up. There's some amateur getting ready for you right now. And guess what? You know what he's saying to his trainer? I want to fight that guy because he keeps dropping his right hand. Get right hand up. All right. Stand up taller. I want you to be a little taller. You got your height. Use it. Better. See what you got? What kind of jab is this?
Power jab.
Thank you. What kind of jab is this?
Power jab.
Thank you.
Power.
All right. This is a power jab. You know what else you can do with the power jab? You can control the center of the ring. I'm going to use you. Come here. You stay right there. Get on guard. We're just going to go through the motions because I don't want him to hit me. He might hurt me. So we're going to watch me and you are sparring, okay? But I'm going to show you what a jab does. A jab does this. If I'm hitting in the shoulders, let's say I want you to go that way because I want to put him in the corner. And this corner is closer to me because I'm fighting. I think that I like that corner better. So I'm going to do this. And guess what you're going to start doing? You're going to start moving that way because I'm making you move that way. But now you're going too far, so I'm going to start doing this way. And I'm going to start moving you that way. Say your jab controls, you can control people with your jab. A jab is very, very important. Now, if you're boxing, it's important. In a street fight, guess what? These guys have no clue of what you're doing. You can go in a street fight and just pop people with jabs. I mean, they think you're, because everybody thinks, oh, he's right hand, he's going to throw right hand. No, I'm going to throw a jab first, you know, and things change. You know, because once you hit it, you take it off. And that's really what we're doing. So with that jab, when you guys go home this week, I want you to practice moving your opponent with your. So if I want him to move that way, I'm going to move to my. I'm going to keep not really to my right, but I'm going to take a slight step, but I'm moving him is what I'm doing. Although I said don't move to your right, there are times when you will move to your right. Not much, but there are times. I'll never have you do this. I'll never have you do that. Trust and believe. So I want him to go that corner. I'm gonna push him into that corner. And then if he starts moving, I'll come this side, come this side, come this way. I'll get him to do what I want him to do because I'm controlling the fight. That's how you control a fight, by making someone do what you want them to do. People say, well, how do you control a fight? Well, if I want to put you in a corner, guess what? I'm going to put you in that corner. I'm controlling you. And that's how it is. So this week, when you guys are at home, even you and out there, practice controlling someone. Even if it's in the mirror or by yourself without a mirror, it doesn't matter. It'd be better if you had a person, but if you don't, that's fine. Control somebody. You say in your imaginary mind, you want to put someone in that corner of your room. And he's to your right, you want to make him move to his right. Move him. Move a little bit to your right, make him move. And move forward. Get him to that corner and pretend he's moving this way and this way, left and right. So if he moves that way, you start making him do what you want him to do. Think about it. This is stuff that you have to think about, that if you do it a lot, you'll never have to think about it because it'll become automatic. During fights, when I was fighting, I'm watching fights, I'm going, okay, I remember doing it. I don't remember telling myself, oh yeah, make him move this way or hit him with this punch and come back with this punch. You don't do that. You react. So what I'm teaching these kids to do is going to be to react to what other people are doing. The minute you make a mistake, they're going to correct that mistake by hitting you. Okay? So this week, you guys got power jabs, jabbing forward. I still want you to practice now, you should be practicing more. I'm just going to be real. Everybody doesn't practice every night like I told them to, and that's evident. Except for you, you're getting better. Although I know you still ain't doing it every night, but you are getting better. But check this out, and you're doing okay, but you're not doing it every night. I'm not dumb, I wasn't born yesterday, you're not doing it every night. I need you to start doing it every night. Because if the more you do it, the easier it's going to be, the faster you're going to learn, and the better you're going to look on TV, right? You don't go up here like crazies, right? Okay, so you go home, I want you to practice your power jab, a regular jab, a snappy jab. But when I say regular jab, a regular jab to me and to you guys and to you is a snappy jab. Pop that shoulder. I'm going to show you a little trick right now that'll help you get that pop in your shoulder. It ain't going to happen overnight. It might not even happen in a month. It depends, again, how much time you put into it. If you put little time into it, it might not ever work for you. And so you'll never have that pop. You ever watch TV fights on TV? Oh, he's got that pop in his shoulders. He's doing this, and he's got that power. It's coming in. Well, all that power of the pop, if they'll talk about the pop, is here. You know, the shoulders, right here. It's got, your fists are tight, but your shoulders are loose. And that's exactly how you throw your punch. With a tight fist and loose shoulders. You get that pop. When I was a kid, the trainer I had was Jerry Jacobs from Sacramento. Very good trainer. He used to tell us, make noise. Just go, and then pop your shoulders. And he goes, if that noise doesn't have a skip in it, every time you punch, you're not doing it right. So it took a while, but then you start going, and it has that skip in it, and it works. Sometimes some of you going to start, you're going to go, and it's not going to have nothing. Well, you ain't doing it right. It'll help. It helps. It does help. So when you're punching, even if you have your mouth open, you're just going, it helps, especially when you're just starting off. Because you'll know when your shoulders are popping. That little pop is that. That's that snap. Power, when you get these big old muscular guys, and I'm not saying everybody, but here's what I'm saying. The big muscular guys, because either God gave you heavy hands or he didn't. I don't care if you look like King Kong. If God didn't give you heavy hands, you can't bust a grape of Lord. I ain't worried about it. So, but if you put a little pop on it, I'm more worried about a tall, skinny guy than a big buff dude. I'm more worried about a tall, skinny, scared guy than I am about a big buff dude. Because that tall, skinny, scared guy is going to be like this. Because he's too scared. He don't know what, but them little pops will knock you out. Those are fast, they're furious, and they're ugly. So, a lot of people think that power is everything. Not everything. Not always. If you have that little snap in them shoulders, that does a lot of damage. So we're gonna work on the pop in the shoulders. You too. We're gonna work on the power jab. We're gonna work on that jab next week, and we're gonna start calling them out this next week, because I wanna see that shoulder blocking the punches every time you jab. I want that shoulder covering your face. And you too, again, if you send in your videos, post what you want us to see, we'll critique it. I mean, again, you're not gonna ever know if no one ever tells you you're doing right or wrong. You know what I mean? So that's up to you. So again, this is what you got to practice this week. What we did today, I wanna see perfected next week. You have a whole week to do it. I want it perfected. I don't wanna hear no more, I have schoolwork. No, you don't, summertime. I have, I don't know what you have. I really don't care, but I know I want you to learn, I want you to do what I need you to do next week, okay? Because this is the intermediate class now. This is the intermediate boxing. From here on out, we're gonna start rolling. And also, here on out, it's gonna get a little bit more exciting. They're gonna start learning crazy stuff, a little bit more crazier stuff. When we get to the pro ranks, it's all on and cracking then. So you guys better be ready, because it's gonna start going from here. From here, we start speeding it up, okay? Okay. Hey, thank you for joining Boxing Basics with Tony the Tiger Lopez. We're gonna talk about next week. Next week, as we get along now, it's gonna start to fly. You don't wanna miss a class. You wanna tell a friend and to get them to sign on and start watching us. It's gonna start to fly, because we've done all the technical stuff. Now it's gonna become more funner, if that's a word. And then, so stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring that bell. See you next week.